Hey guys, how's it going? Listen, I chose, before we get to this week's Homebrew Wednesday segment, which has already been shot, sorry about the traffic. I chose this street because there's more light, so hopefully you can hear me. I was editing this week's Homebrew Wednesday video, and I realized it's just lame. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a bus. Anyway, actually it wasn't last week, it was the week before. Last week I didn't post a video. I mentioned briefly about the fact that I had come down with a bit of eczema, depending on how you pronounce that. Bus shelter. Points of interest, I don't know. Anyway, that has really caused me some issues with getting enough sleep. Eczema is, I'm just going to call it eczema. It's a skin rash. It's like psoriasis. It's very common, actually. My neighbor even has it. But it's uncomfortable, and it can be itchy. And you've got to put creams on, and you've got to moisturize, and all kinds of stuff. So, for the past week and a half, I really haven't slept very well. And I'm just going to be honest, what's the sense of hiding? This is not embarrassing. This shouldn't be embarrassing. You know, I'm a human. I get sick. I'm not invincible. And when I do come down with something or get, something like this, or it's going to affect the videos. And so, I'd like to apologize for that and for this, I've got videos just waiting to be shot. But there's just, when you have discomfort like this, there's really no, you're not motivated, you're tired, you try to rest, you don't have your creativity, which you need when you make videos, because you're just run down and beat, So that's really why I didn't put a video out last week. I didn't really say that, but that's why. I'm just going to be honest. I've just been kind of trying to hang out and deal with, with the eczema. Now, the good news is that I think I may have it under control for the time being, so, that's good. Right now I'm on my way up the street to grab my son some soup because he's got the stomach flu, and I think I should probably get him something to eat, something nice and smooth that he can sip on and make himself feel better. And after this, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to probably maybe think about shooting some videos. Life happens, as you know, and no, nobody's complained or anything. Nobody's said anything about it or said, hey Craig, where's last week's video or anything. Nobody's done that. I really appreciate all of your patience and support, all through these years of me doing these. And I just felt, like I've been doing it for so long, I owe it to my viewers to just be honest. And just say, hey, guess what, guys? Not feeling so well right now, so there might not be a video this week or something like that. And it's not something that we should be embarrassed about. We're humans, we get sick. And we have to take time off sometimes to recuperate. So that's all I wanted to say. I won't hold you up any longer. Now, hopefully this will make this week's Homebrew Wednesday a little easier to digest, because I think it's pretty boring myself. But anyway, I'm going into a darker area now, so I will let you go. And see you back home. Cheers. Oh, and by the way, I used to live in both of those apartment buildings. Not at the same time, mind you, but yeah. In fact, the one on the left there, top floor, top left, see that the very top apartment on the top left there? That was my apartment. And then one floor down in the center, that was also my apartment. In the other building, my apartments were in the back, so you can't see them. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's time for a homebrew. Oh, hello. There's one. Two. There you go. Hey guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. How you doing there?
Craig, are you double-fisted? Look out, brother. Take care. I got your back.
Got myself a nice, beautiful glass of homemade wine that I bottled and a beautiful homemade beer. I'm going to start with the beer because I haven't had this in a few days, probably almost a week actually. So cheers, and let's just get right into this quickly. This is a Cooper's Canadian Blonde beer, one of my favorites. Let's give it a whirl. Look at the color of that. Beautiful. Cheers. Yeah, that's good. How you doing? How you guys doing? Oh, we'll try the wine too. What the heck? Oh yeah, very good. Very good. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. The power of home brewing. Sorry about that. I had to plug my camera in. The battery went dead. Oh no. I couldn't find the plug for it, so I... Anyway, how you guys doing out there? Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'm very, very sorry about last week. I did not get to post a Homebrew Wednesday video last week. It just didn't happen. I ran out of time. There was stuff going on. I had a little bit of eczema, so I wasn't sleeping very well, and it just didn't happen. I was going to do something over the weekend, but that didn't happen either. So I figured, hey, what the heck? I don't miss these very often, so taking a week off wasn't such a bad idea. Not that I have a whole heck of a lot to talk about this week anyway. I was going to brew some beer today and shoot some little footage of that and show you how I set up my cameras and all that kind of thing. But they're working on the sewers outside, like they're upgrading something, and it has to do with the sewage. So they've asked that we only use the water that we absolutely have to use, and just keep it down to a minimum if we can, because they're down in the sewers, actually physically down there doing something, and the less water that comes pouring down into there, I guess the better. So I postponed my brew day till it's probably going to have to be the weekend now. But I will be shooting video of that, and you'll be seeing that on YouTube in the very, very near future. So, cheers. I already had a couple of drinks of this while I was looking for my plug for the camera. Jeez. That's a nice beer. Nice home brew. Beautiful looking stuff. Let me put that over here. Something kind of interesting, actually. When I kegged this beer, which was, I guess, like I said, a couple weeks ago, the beer that was in the keg before this one was the same. It was the same style of beer. So, a lot of times, what I'll do, and for those of you who don't keg, I guess this won't really pertain to you, but for those of you who do, one of the things that I often do is, or don't do actually, if you will, is I don't clean the keg out thoroughly between each batch of beer. If it's the same beer going into the keg that you just drank, then why not just dump out whatever's left in the bottom and start putting the new beer into the keg? It's already sanitized. It's the same beer that's going in that was already there, or roughly the same. It just makes things a whole lot easier. It makes kegging your beer only take about 10 minutes from start to finish until you get it into the fridge, and then you have to carbonate it and stuff. But it just makes life a whole lot easier. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with that, there is another thing that you can do that I did with this beer that I thought worked very well. Okay, in regard to kegging and making it a little easier for yourself. Here's what you do. Boil about a gallon of water, okay, in a kettle or a pot or whatever. Just get it up to the boil. get your keg, take off the lid, dump out whatever's in there, what's left over, right? Dump in your boiled water, put the lid on the keg, give it a good shake, okay? Now, this is going to, clean the inside of the keg relatively well. It's not going to be perfect, but again, you're putting the same beer into there that was already there, so it doesn't really matter. And when you're finished shaking the keg, because you want to give it a good shake with the boiled water in it, with the lid on, when you're done shaking it, there'll be some serving pressure in there because of the steam that you can use to, clean the serving line out. Just rinse it out with the hot water there, and then boom, you've got a perfectly clean keg. It's not perfectly clean, but it's clean and sanitized enough for your next batch of beer if you're in a hurry. And that's what I did with this one, and it worked perfectly. Took me only a few minutes, and my beer was kegged. Can you get up and do that before work if you had to, So that's a really cool idea, and you should try it if you're into kegging. You don't have to clean your keg thoroughly every single time you keg your beer. If you want to, go ahead. It doesn't hurt anything, but you don't have to. And those of us who are a little bit lazy, like myself, I only do that about every third time. Give it a good, take it all apart, give it a good cleaning, and put it back together, and you've got a nice brand new sanitized keg. Boiled water works perfectly for that kind of a thing. If you spent 5 hours on a masterpiece beer and you want everything to be absolutely perfect, then of course you're going to clean out your keg and get it in there nice and fresh and everything like that. That's one thing. That's different. But for just a pipeline beer like this is, doing it the other way, the boiling water way, or just simply dumping out what's in there and refilling it is perfectly fine. You don't need to do anything more than that. So just trying to make your life a little easier. If you don't keg, I know it's a bit of a pain to gather all the equipment to do it, and there's an initial cost and everything, but let me tell you something, it is worth it. I would never go back to bottling beer. I bottled this wine earlier today that you saw me open, and I only did 10 bottles. And that alone was a back-breaking, thing. Just 10 bottles of wine. So, you could keg your wine, I guess, but I don't think that would work out very well because the serving pressure would inadvertently carbonate the wine, and you don't want that. So serving wine from a keg might be a little tricky. You'd have to keep the serving pressure way down, or only turn on the gas when you need to pour the wine, because you don't want to carbonate your wine. That would be bad. Unless you wanted to, of course, then you could easily carbonate your wine that way. That's what's great about kegs, is you could practically just, if the kids like carbonated fruit juices, then you could fill the keg up with fruit juice and just carbonate it just the same you would beer. And just, if you've got an extra keg lying around, just tell the kids, make sure they get the right keg. No, you don't want them getting into the wrong one. Cheers. Double fisted, right? Let's see if I can get this right. All right. Anyway, all right, let's put that down. Okay. Hey, listen, I want to send a great old shout out and a thank you to Devin and Rosie. You can see a picture of them on the screen right now. I want to thank them so much for their very kind donation. That's awesome. I took that money and I went out and bought myself a bottle of rum and some homebrew supplies. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. It supports the hobby. It supports the videos. I really do appreciate it. And I believe there's a package on the way from them. So when that arrives, we'll take a look at that and see what is inside. We'll give that a whirl and see what we've got. I've also got some beers from Sweden, that I still have to drink yet. And I have another beer review that I haven't posted yet that still has to go up on YouTube. Oh, dear. Busy. So that's all good stuff. But 2 beer kits. So there's probably going to be, let me see, 1, 2, 3,
maybe even 4 homebrew videos coming up. Maybe 4, maybe 3. I'll have to see what happens. Terp's Korean Kid, Joe. You guys remember him. Some of you remember Joe. We've been emailing back and forth, and he's got a parcel in the mail for me from his homebrew supply store that he owns. See, him and I go back a little ways on YouTube. We haven't actually really spoken to each other very much. I think he called into my cast once. I can't remember. But I think it's high time him and I get together and do a little video or something like that over Skype and just reminisce about what it's been like to be on YouTube for all these years and do what we do. And of course, he's got his stores now, so he can talk about that a little bit. This is how it's been and what it was like opening a homebrew shop. Because I think a lot of us would love to do that. And he's got the inside track on that one, so we can talk to him about that. He's a super nice guy. And I think he's sending me a stout that his wife actually formulated. Now, I don't know the entire story. I'll get the lowdown on this. I think I'll just go back and find the video. Somebody made a comment in one of his videos saying that women aren't fit to brew beer. They can't, and if they'd have to have a sex change or something like that if they wanted to brew good beer. Well, that's a totally ridiculous and sexist comment. And if somebody ever said that in my channel, I think I'd ban them from the channel. This is ridiculous. So his wife took it upon herself to design a stout. That's what is in the mail. I cannot wait to try this. I know it's going to be good. I know it will be good. So when that gets here, we'll be brewing that one up as well. So that might take a few weeks because I got to get these other ones done first and that. So and try out my new wort chiller. I can't wait to try that little guy out there. It's a beautiful thing sitting right over there. So in the meantime, it's really cold down here in this basement. I turn off the furnace and I turn off anything that could possibly come on all by itself. I turn all that stuff off when I make my videos. That way you don't hear it in the background. But unfortunately, that means it gets damn cold down here. And just holding on to this beer, my hands are freezing. Nice cold beer in a nice cold basement. I don't know if that's such a good thing, but hey, man, it's worth it. I just finished recording a video for my vinyl channel. Vinyl TV it's called. If you haven't checked it out, please do. And I'll be doing a lot more videos on there too. You know what? I love to brew beer. I love to talk about beer and home brewing. And I've been doing this on YouTube for, 10 years coming up now. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. We're talking maybe 8 years that I've been doing the home brew stuff. Somebody's coming down to the basement to visit me while I'm doing a video. I
can't wait anymore.
She can't wait anymore. Why can't you wait? What are you waiting for?
The laundry.
Go ahead, put it on. It's okay. I had her turn the laundry off while I did my vinyl video, but it doesn't matter now because I'm just doing a Homebrew Wednesday, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead. It's okay. Make all the noise you want. They don't care. So anyway, I love to talk about home brewing and beer and stuff like that, but you know what? I have other hobbies too. And so what I thought was that, I would create other channels for those hobbies. One of them which is vinyl, because vinyl is final, right? And so I just finished doing a video on some vinyl related material, and that's Vinyl TV. I'll put the link down below. All the links that you guys need to know about are in the description down below. There's no sense me sitting here every week going, naming off all these websites that you should check out or whatever. They're all in the description down below. All the links. Just click on them. It'll take you right to them. So I have a channel for just vinyl records, just turntables, vinyl, audio. Talk about audio on there. CDs, cassettes, and whatnot. I got lots of great subject matter coming up. So if you do enjoy my stuff here on CraigTube, I would really appreciate if you head over to the vinyl channel and just at least subscribe to it for now and check it. And when I post videos on there, you can check to see whether you enjoy the content or not. And if you don't enjoy it, then you can always unsubscribe later on. But it's worth checking out. And because, like I said, I love brewing and stuff like that, but I have other things I love to do too, that, I just don't think would fit on this channel. So that's why we've got other channels. I've got Craig Talk as well as another channel I have, which I periodically post sort of vlog style videos on, talking about just world events or world issues or things that I think about or care about, or maybe something that's pissed me off at some point. I might put a video up on there. So that's 3 channels that I hope you guys will subscribe to or at least check out. And the links to those are all down below. Same with the shirts, same with 17brewcrew.com. All those links are down below. In the meantime, if you guys have questions for me, please post them down below. And I'll answer them down below. And if I don't feel like I can answer them well enough down below, then maybe next Homebrew Wednesday, I'll answer them on video. It's always good to get content for Homebrew Wednesdays. And if you guys have questions, I might have answers. You never know. Of course, you can always head over to 17brewcrew.com and ask your questions over there too. Lastly, I had an idea. How about taking a really aromatic tea, such as this Lipton chai? How do you spell that? Chai tea? I don't know how you pronounce that. This is a cinnamon and spice, it's called. And I think there's like chives and cinnamon and some, the ingredients are there, but I don't have my glasses. Some really cool flavors in here. It smells amazing. Lipton's got these little pyramid. There'll be some jokes about the shape of these. I'm sure there will. Let me see if I can just get. Here we go. Yeah. Somebody in the comments section will make a joke about the Illuminati. You know it's going to happen. But there you have it. Little triangular shaped tea bags. Anyway, enough of that. Why am I talking about tea? Because I thought maybe I would buy one of these fresh, and because this is my wife's, and incorporate it into a beer. So there's like 20 tea bags in here. They smell amazing. And maybe just make them all. Put a pot of water on the stove, throw all the tea bags in there, brew them up, steep them or whatever, and then throw it in a beer. What do you guys think of that? I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Have you done that already? Post a comment down below if you have done it, or if you think I should do it, or how many tea bags would you put in to a 5-gallon batch of beer? That's my question for you guys. There you go. All right, let me grab my beer. Let's get double fisted again. See if I can. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so cheers. I'm going to stick to the beer for now. I'll drink the wine while I'm editing this thing. And thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. And I will see you very, very soon. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers and 17. Oh. I'm freezing. Oh my God, it's freezing down here.